What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. If you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. I try to upload new videos every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so check back on those days to see what I've uploaded, or just hit that bell icon to be notified when I do upload new videos. If by the end of this video you find yourself enjoying it, please remember to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It is a very small goal of mine to try to reach at least one new subscriber per video, so help me reach my little goal and be my one new subscriber for this video. Thank you so much in advance. But as always, the information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. I am your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and today I have for you guys the McFarlane DC Multiverse Flashpoint Batman. This guy is sick, guys. Honestly, such a great representation of this character from the Flashpoint comic book line and movie. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't read the comic itself. I've only seen the Flashpoint movie, but this is an amazing figure based off that representation of Batman in the Flashpoint universe, especially from the movie. I feel like he really depicts the movie version more than the comic version, because I've seen the comic version, but they're very similar still, so it's not too many differences. But anyways, guys, this is such a sick figure. It just looks so cool, especially standing next to the other Batman that we've gotten, especially the Arkham style ones. This guy just looks so awesome. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Let's get a closer look at what you get with this figure. So first off, you get the trading card. You get a nice picture of Batman from the Flashpoint universe. And if you don't know who or what the Batman Flashpoint universe is, this is actually not Bruce Wayne. This is actually Thomas Wayne. So in the Flashpoint universe, Bruce is shot and killed in the alley, and Thomas and Martha survive. And so, Thomas Wayne becomes Batman, and he actually uses guns because he wants to kill people and make sure they can't kill anybody else because someone killed his son. And as a mother, Martha had such a traumatic experience through that it actually drove her insane and turned her into this universe's Joker. That's right, Martha Wayne is actually the Flashpoint universe's Joker. I know, crazy. That's such a unique take on these characters, in my opinion, which is why I really like them. And I'm not really big on alternate versions of Batman and the Joker. I like the originals, but these two are really cool takes on those characters. So yeah, so there's the front of the picture. In the back you get a little profile, so it probably tells you what I just told you in a shorter summary, in a more concise way. So you can go ahead and pause the video here if you want to read that. But as with all the other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures, you also get the figure stand with the little DC logo on there. And finally, you get not one but two pistols. That's right, this Batman uses guns. He kills, as I stated. So yes, he does come with two very large handguns. I believe he uses Desert Eagles, so yeah, pretty big guns. But let's go ahead and get a closer look at the figure himself. And so you guys can get a closer look at the mold. I mean, this guy is so cool. Let's bring him a little forward. There you go. I mean, look at the sculpting job on this. This is just amazing. I love the points on the cape, just like in the movie. But of course, this wouldn't be a CoolFigurez channel McFarlane review without me complaining about the plastic. Come on, McFarlane. What is up with your plastic? It just feels so cheap. Like, I don't know. It's just something about it feels really cheap to me. But I still buy your figures. I still love them. So I guess you don't have to listen to me. But anyways, guys, I mean, just looking at the detail and the sculpting on this figure is amazing. Looking at the buckles right here, they literally look like buckles, not just squares. You know, so that's really cool that, you know, figures nowadays are being able to give us such high detail. Here's a look at the back of the cape. Very cool. I like how it's short, like the cape is shorter than the other Batman figures, because it doesn't get in the way when he's standing, because that's my one gripe with the Arkham Asylum Batman, is that his cape is a little too long and it kind of gets in the way, and if you don't use a stand, it gets difficult to stand him up. You can stand him up on his own, but it's just a lot more difficult. They kind of fixed it in the Arkham Knight version. The cape isn't so long, or it's a little more swooshed at the end, so it, you know, curls up a little bit more. So but yeah, this one doesn't have that issue, because as you can see, the cape doesn't go all the way down. So let's go ahead and get into the articulation of this figure. So he can look that much down and that much up, which is a little up because that's normal. He can go all the way to the right, he can go all the way to the left, and he can go all the way out with his arm. He can go all the way up there, back. He does come with a butterfly joint right there. He does come with bicep swivel as well. He does come with double hinge elbow joints, as you can see right there. And then he has twist at the wrist, and he also has articulation in and out at the wrist. Whoops. In and or up and down on this one. Looking at his ab, he does have ab rotation. Not too much ab crunch, but he can go back that much, but you do start to see, you know, the opening for the hinge, for the joint inside, but not so much forward. But like I said, good ab twist rotation. Looking at the lower half, he can kick out that much. Let's see, right there, he can kick out that much, so not too far. He can't kick back too far. Let's see, he can go out that far. Does come with double hinge knee joints, which is nice because the Black Series is starting to go away with that. But I personally like double hinge joints. They just work best in my opinion. You can go that far down with the ankle, that far up. You do get toe articulation right there, and that is it. So overall, you know, typical 22 points of McFarlane articulation, but as I've stated before, they are just some really great points of articulation in some spots. But I do wish he did have a thigh cut right here, you know, thigh swivel. That would be one nice thing to have. The only other gripe with it is that you have a kind of an awkward gap right here between the you know, the boot itself and the top half of the boot. But other than that, guys, it is an amazing figure. He looks so menacing, so dark, so grimming. So let's go ahead, let's go take some pics of this guy, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find more over at CoolFigurez on Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.